Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Samiksha, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm good, Samiksha, thank you. So, Samiksha, what we were doing in the previous class,
Sir, I finished demand.
we have completed demand.
Yes.
Okay, all right, just a minute. So, in today's session, we will be talking about elasticity of demand. All right, so just give me a second. All right. Okay, so first of all, we will talk about what is elasticity of demand. So, anyone have any idea what is elasticity? Samiksha, Peer, and Steve.
No, sir.
Do you know what is elasticity? Okay, all right. So elasticity basically elasticity basically means sensitivity or responsiveness of a customer. All right. So in order to understand the concept of elasticity, let's understand this on the notebook. All right. See, elasticity of demand, elasticity of demand. What is elasticity of demand? Elasticity means responsiveness, or you can also say sensitivity of a of customer. All right. Regarding what? Regarding different factors of demand. I mean, when uh, let's consider that there are there are three factors that can affect demand. One is price of good, and then there is price of the related goods, right? Price of related good. And we have income of the consumer. All right, income of consumer. Elasticity of demand basically shows the change in demand due to change in any of these factor. All right, when there is certain percent of change in these factor, like price of the commodity, price of related good, and income of the consumer, percentage change in any of these factor, how demand of the commodity changes. What is the percentage change? What is the percentage change in demand of commodity due to percentage change in any of these factors? This is called elasticity of demand. Let me zoom out a little. All right. So just like law of demand, what law of demand used to tell us? Law of demand basically states that when price of commodity changes, demand will also change, right? And law of demand specifically says that when price of the commodity increases, then demand of the commodity will decrease. So what law of demand used to tell? Law of demand used to tell that what will be the change in the demand. Law of demand basically specify the direction of change. That is, when price increases, law of demand says that there will be decrease in demand, and when price decreases, there will be increase in demand. This is what law of demand says. Law of demand does not basically specify that when price changes, when there is change in price, how much the demand will change. It will only tell you that when price increases, what will happen to the demand. It will tell you when price decreases, what will happen to the demand. All right, but it will never, you can, on the basis of law of demand, you will never be able to evaluate how and how much demand will be affected. Let's say, for example, price of the commodity was rupees 10 and quantity demanded was 100 units. All right, if I say that price of the commodity increases to 12 rupees per unit, can you tell me what will be the impact on the demand, whether demand will increase or decrease? So you can clearly say here is that when price of the commodity increases, demand will obviously decrease. All right, so you have the idea that due to increase in demand, due to increase in price, demand will definitely decrease. But you cannot say that by how many units demand will decline. You can, because I'm telling you that price is increasing, therefore you can say that demand will definitely decrease. But can you tell me, if price increases by 20%, then what will be the change in the demand? You will never be able to tell that on the basis of law of demand. This can only be determined on the basis of elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand basically says, on the basis of elasticity of demand, you will be able to find the percentage change in demand of the commodity due to the percentage change in price of the commodity. All right, let's understand the meaning of elasticity of demand through a definition. And I'll request all of you to write this down, because I do not have the slide prepared for these topics. So elasticity of demand. See, elasticity of demand. First of all, we will write the meaning of elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand refers to elasticity of demand refers to the percentage change in demand of commodity due to percentage change in factors affecting demand. When there is change in demand of the commodity, when there is change in demand of the commodity due to change in any factor that can affect demand, that is called elasticity. Primarily, elasticity are of three types. Elasticity are of three types. First is called income elasticity. Income elasticity. Income elasticity basically tells us that how the demand, by how much percentage demand will change if there is certain percentage of change in the income of the consumer. Let's say income of the consumer was initially 50,000, and at rupees 50,000 customer was buying let's say 1,000 units of a particular commodity. So at this income level, customer was demanding this much unit of the commodity. All right, now assume his income increases to 70,000, and the quantity now customer is purchasing is 12,000 units. All right, so here we can say that demand is changed by the change in the level of income. When demand changes due to the factor, due to the income, this is called income elasticity. When there is change in demand of the commodity due to change in income of the consumer, that is called income elasticity. All right, similarly, there is the other type of elasticity which is called price elasticity. What is price elasticity? Price elasticity basically says tells us the percentage change in demand of commodity due to the percentage change in price of the commodity. For example, price of the commodity was 10 rupees per unit, and the quantity at 10 rupees per unit, customer used to purchase 500 units of the commodity. Now price of the commodity is increasing. All right, and demand of the commodity decreases to 300 units. So here demand is changing due to price of the commodity. All right, so this will be called price elasticity of demand. When demand changes due to income of the consumer, this is called income elasticity. When demand changes due to price of the commodity, this is called price elasticity of demand. Similarly, there is one more type of elasticity, that is called cross elasticity. Cross elasticity. What is cross elasticity? Cross elasticity is basically when demand changes due to price of the related good. All right, when price of related good affect the demand of the good, demand of a good, then it is called cross elasticity. So basically there are three types of elasticity: income, cross, and price elasticity. Income elasticity is not covered in our syllabus, and even cross elasticity is also not covered in our syllabus. We will be only discussing about the price elasticity of demand. All right, so whenever there is percentage change in demand of a commodity due to the percentage change in price of the commodity, this will be called price elasticity of demand. Listen to me carefully. When demand of the commodity changes due to the percentage change in price of the commodity, this will be called price elasticity of demand. So in today's session, we will be just talking about the price elasticity of demand. But remember and understand this, that elasticity of demand basically shows the percentage change in demand of a commodity due to percentage change in any factor. Primarily, under elasticity, we consider only three factors. First is income, then price, and then price of the related good. When demand changes due to income, it is called income elasticity. When demand changes due to some other due to price of the related good, then we will call it cross elasticity. And when demand changes due to price of the commodity, then we will call it We will call it price elasticity of demand. Now let's understand what is price elasticity of demand and what is the use of price elasticity of demand. Write this down, please. Price elasticity of demand. See, price elasticity of demand shows the percentage change in demand of commodity, due to percentage change in price of commodity. Then it is called price elasticity of demand. So price elasticity of demand basically shows that how much the demand changes due to the certain percentage of change arises when certain percent of change arise in the price. For example, suppose this is price of the commodity and this is demand of the commodity. Let's say price of the commodity is rupees 10 and quantity at this price is 200 units. All right. Now suppose price of the commodity increases by 20%. That is it rises to 12 rupees per unit, and demand of the commodity declined to 160 unit. So it is obvious that when price of the commodity increases, demand of the commodity will decline, obviously. Now see, can you tell me by how much percentage price is increasing? If price is going from 10 rupees to 12, by how much percentage price is increasing? Price is increasing by 20%, right? Price is increasing by 20%. And by how much percent demand is declining? Sir, demand is declining by 40%. All right. So due to percentage, 20% change in price of the commodity, demand changes by 40%. So if we will calculate the elasticity in this case, so it will be 2. Elasticity of demand will be 2. Let me also write the formula for calculating the elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand can be calculated as, we write the elasticity of demand as ED. All right. Elasticity of demand can be calculated as, this is the formula for calculating elasticity of demand, that is percentage change in the quantity of commodity divided by percentage change in the price of commodity. This is the formula to calculate the elasticity of demand. So in the above example, our earlier price was 10, now price increases to 12. That means price increases by 20%. On the other hand, demand, earlier it was 200 units, now it declined to 160. That is, price is decreasing by 40%. So in order to calculate the elasticity of demand, what we can do, we will simply divide the percentage change in quantity by the percentage change in price. So percentage change in quantity demand is 40%. Demand is changing by 40% due to what? Due to change in price. And what is the change in price? Change in price is 20%. So when we calculate this value, calculate the value of this 40% divided by 20%, this will be 2, minus 2. Always remember that value of elasticity is always negative because of the negative relationship between the price and demand of the commodity. Because of the negative relationship between price and demand of the commodity, elasticity, answer of elasticity will always be in negative value. All right. So see, this is elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand is basically 2. What does this indicate? This indicate that when price is increased by 20%, demand changes by 40%. This means that customer is customer is 2 times sensitive to the price. Listen to me carefully. I have told you that elasticity, what does elasticity indicate? Elasticity indicate responsiveness or sensitivity of the customer. And price elasticity, what does the price elasticity indicate? It will indicate the responsiveness, sensitivity of the customer with respect to price of the commodity. All right. So price elasticity indicate that how customer is reacting and how much a customer is sensitive to the price of the commodity. So in this example, when we have increased the price from 10 rupees to 12 rupees, customer have declined the demand by 40%. This means that customer is very sensitive to the price, and to be precise, he is 2 times sensitive to the price. That is, when we have increases the price by 20%, demand changes 2 times more than the change in the price. We have just changes the price by 20%, demand is changing by 40%. So suppose we are talking about this customer. Suppose this customer is Mr. X. So let's assume that we were talking about Mr. X. So in case of Mr. X, Mr. X is 2 times sensitive to the price. That means whenever the price of the commodity will increase by 1%, sorry, by 1%, his demand will be affected twice as compared to the price. So if it is the price, then the demand will be affected by 2%. If demand is changing by 5%, can you tell me how much the demand of the Mr. X will change? 10%. If the price, we are changing price by 15%, then demand will change by 30%. So basically what I want to say, that elasticity of demand basically indicates the sensitivity or responsiveness of the customer with respect to the price. Higher the value of elasticity, higher will be the customer's response or sensitivity to the price. If let's assume that we are talking about two types of customers. There are two customers. For example, one is Mr. X, and then we have Mr. Y. Suppose they both are buying a product. Let's talk about, let's say, suppose they both are buying burgers. All right. And assume that price of the burger is 10 rupees per unit. All right. So Mr. X was also purchasing burger, and Mr. Y was also purchasing burgers. When the price of burger was rupees 10, Mr. X used to buy 100 units of the burger, and Mr. Y also used to buy 100 units of burger at rupees 10. Both are buying the same quantity at rupees 10. Now what is happening? Price of the commodity increases by 2 rupees. That is, burger is now priced at 12 rupees per unit. All right. So now at the new price, tell me, because price is increasing, whether the demand of the Mr. X will decrease or not. When the price of the burger will be increased, whether demand of the Mr. X will decrease, yes or no?
Yes, it will decrease.
Yes, it will decrease. So it declined to, let's assume it declined to 70. All right. And in case of Mr. Y, when the price increases to rupees 12, demand of customer declined to 40 units. So basically, listen to me carefully, because demand for both the customer is influenced due to the change in price. So we will say that Mr. X is elastic. His demand is elastic to the price. So we will call it demand is price elastic, because demand is affecting by the change in the price. So therefore demand is price elastic. Or what I have told you about elasticity basically means sensitivity. So we can say that Mr. X is sensitive to the price, sensitive to the change in price. When price of the commodity changes, customer is changing his demand. That means customer is sensitive to the price. Similarly, in case of Mr. Y as well, Mr. Y also seems to be price elastic. His demand is also price elastic, because due to change in price, he is also changing his demand. So both customers are price elastic. It simply means that both the customers are sensitive to the change in the price of the commodity, right? But can you tell me which customer is more sensitive to the price? Mr. X or Mr. Y? Which is more sensitive to the price?
Mr. Y.
Mr. Y is more sensitive. Why Mr. Y is more sensitive? Because demand of Mr. Y is changing more as compared to the change in demand of Mr. X. For both the consumer, prices are changing in equal rate, equal proportion, but their demand is changing in different proportion. And to be precise, let's calculate the elasticity for both the customer. So in order to calculate the elasticity, we will apply this formula: elasticity of demand equals to percentage change in quantity and divided by percentage change in price. So in case of Mr. Y, percentage change in quantity 100, initial demand was 100, now demand is 40. So basically demand is declined by 60%. And why demand has changed by 60%? Just because of change in price. And what was the change in price? Change in price was 20% only. So when demand increases by 20%, when price increases by 20%, demand declined by 60%. Hence, customer demand is 3 times sensitive to the price. This is called elasticity of demand for Mr. Y is 3. All right. Now let's calculate the elasticity of demand in context of Mr. X. Elasticity of demand, we will apply the same formula: percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price of commodity. Now in case of Mr. X, demand is changing by 30% and price is changing by 20%. Hence, elasticity of demand will be 1.5. So because elasticity of Mr. X is less than elasticity of Mr. Y, we can simply say that Mr. Y is more responsive or more sensitive to price as compared to Mr. X.
Sir,
I'm
both
not,
will be minus.
both are minus, correct? Both will be minus. So uh, using signs are not important. You can ignore the signs as well, because elasticity of demand is always in negative. So whether you write the sign, whether you apply the negative or positive, it does not matter. All right. So you do not
Yes,
have
sir.
to use these signs, minus in the numerator and plus in the denominator. If you do not use this sign, then also your solution will be correct. So basically, elasticity of demand shows the sensitivity. And according to our example, Mr. X is also sensitive to the price, Mr. Y is also sensitive to the price, because they both for both the customers, demand is changing due to change in price. So we will call that Mr. Y is also sensitive to the price and Mr. Y is also sensitive to the price, Mr. X and Mr. Y both. But Mr. X is less sensitive to the price and Mr. Y will be more sensitive to the price. That is what I was saying that higher the value of elasticity, higher will be the sensitivity of the customer. Higher the value of elasticity, higher will be the sensitivity of the customer with respect to price. All right. So I hope you must have written this down.
Yes, sir.
Meaning of price elasticity. Then we have this formula: percentage change in quantity and percentage change in price.
Yes, sir.
And you can also write this formula as, please note this down. Same formula can also be written as elasticity of demand equals to delta Q upon delta P into P upon Q. Delta basically means change in quantity. Delta P basically means change in price. P here means initial price and Q means initial quantity. So let's take an example to understand this formula. Suppose this is the price of commodity. This is the quantity of the commodity. Price was 20 rupees. Quantity was 300 units. All right. Now price is, let's say, 30 rupees and demand is 200 units. 200. All right. So we can apply this formula also: percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So we have already done a question based on this formula. We will be doing this question on this form, on the basis of this formula, delta Q by delta P and P upon Q. So see, initial quantity was 300. Now quantity has declined to 200. That means there is change in quantity by 100 units. So delta Q is 100. All right. Similarly, price is increased from rupees 20 to 30. That means quantity, that means delta P is 10. And according to formula, P is the initial price. So initial price we have 20 rupees and Q is the initial quantity. Then we have 300 as the quantity. All right. So delta Q will be 100. Delta P will be 10 into price. Price was 20 and quantity was 300. So we can solve this question now. 0, 0. And we will cut this down. Ready. So this will be 20 and in the denominator it will be 30. 20 by 30 equals to 0.66. So this is the value of elasticity, 0.66.
Yes.
So see, basically elasticity of demand indicate the percentage change in quantity of a commodity due to percentage change in any factor. And any factor, by any factor we mean basically three factors only: income, price of related good, and price of the commodity. When demand is changing due to income of the customer, we will call it income elasticity. When demand is changing due to price of the related good, we will call it cross elasticity. When demand of the commodity is changing due to price of the commodity, we will call it price elasticity of demand. According
Sir,
to our syllabus, yes, Mazi. Yeah, Pete, sorry.
sir, this delta Q by delta P, how did you get it, sir? 100 by 10.
How did I get 100 by 10? Just a
Yes.
minute. See, here we have this formula, delta Q upon delta P into P by Q. And delta, what is delta? Delta is basically change in quantity. So how much is the change in quantity is 100 unit,
Okay.
right? So
Yes.
in place of delta Q, we can write 100.
Okay.
And now we have in the denominator, we need to write delta P. So if you determine the value of delta P, you can find it here. Initial price was 20.
10.
Now price is 30. So delta P, price change in price is how much? 10.
10.
So 100 upon 10. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Hence initial price was 20 and initial quantity was 300. So we can
Yes.
calculate this now. We will get this
Yes.
answer 0.66.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So point is that, sir, what is the relevance of elasticity? How important is to determine the elasticity? What will be the use of elasticity basically? How can it be helpful in real life? What is the purpose of determining the elasticity? See, basically elasticity, just that is what I was telling you through this example. The elasticity shows the sensitivity of different customers, right? Just like in case of Mr. X and Mr. Y, we are able to determine the value of elasticity for both these customers. We have the elasticity of demand for Mr. X is 1.5 and in case of Mr. Y is 3. So we have now clear idea that Mr. Y is more sensitive to the price of the commodity and Mr. X is less sensitive to the price of the commodity. All right, so we have the knowledge of their sensitivity to the price. Now let's say, suppose you are selling a particular kind of product to both these customers. All right, and you suppose you want to increase the price of the product. So can you tell me which customer will react more to the change in price? Mr. Y. And if you have this idea that Mr. Y is going to react more when you will increase the price of the commodity, so accordingly you can take better pricing decisions. If you have this idea that Mr. Y is going to react more when we will change the price of the commodity, then I think it would be better that you must not increase the price by great margin, so that Mr. Y stop purchasing the commodity because he is very sensitive to the price. But in case of Mr. X, you will be basically, you can increase and charge the price from Mr. X more as compared to Mr. Y, because Mr. X is less sensitive to the price. So on the basis of knowledge of elasticity, you can basically take the pricing decisions. You can basically decide that what price can be charged from what kind of customers, depending upon their sensitivity to the price, depending upon their price elasticity. So basically, price elasticity is relevant for pricing decisions. A firm can take better pricing decision if they have the knowledge regarding the sensitivity of their customer regarding the price of the commodity. All right, everyone, is it clear? Any doubt you want to ask? Anything?
No, sir.
Okay. See, the method that we were using for the calculation of elasticity, that is called percentage method. All right, this is called percentage method. Percentage method is also known as proportionate method. You have to remember these names because in case of multiple choice question, they can ask you this type of question. Proportionate method, and this is also known as flex method. Basically, Flex was an economist who developed the method for calculating the elasticity. Hence, this method is also known as Flex method. All right. Okay, moving on. Next, write down the heading degrees of elasticity. Degrees of elasticity. Now, we understand that what is the meaning of elasticity. Elasticity basically shows the sensitivity of a customer regarding the price of the commodity. So see, different customers have different sensitivity to the price. There may be a customer who may react more to the price, more to the change in price, and there can be customers who might not be reacting as much as the other consumers react to the price. So price sensitivity of the customer depends upon various factors. Sensitivity of a customer with respect to price changes depending upon various factors, such as the amount of income a customer have, all right, the kind of product he's purchasing. So there are so many factors that affect the sensitivity of the customer regarding the price of the commodity. That those factors that affect the elasticity, we will be covering those topics in the next session. But for now, let's summarize the elasticity of demand. What are the various degrees of elasticity? What are the different kind of reaction responses that customer can show with respect to change in price? So there are different response of change in price for the different kind of customer, but we have basically summarized all the responses into 5 categories. We have categorized the elasticities, we have categorized the sensitivity of the customer into 5 different parts. First is called unitary elastic. Customer can be unitary elastic, or customer's demand can be unitary elastic demand. What is unitary elastic demand? Unitary elastic demand basically means that the percentage, whenever there is a percentage change in the price of the commodity, demand changes exactly in the equal proportion. Let's suppose price of the commodity, let me take an example. Suppose, let's talk about this customer, Mr. X. When price of commodity changes by 10%, he changes his demand in equal proportion, 10%. If price increases by 10%, he raises the demand by 10%. If price increases by 10%, his demand declined by 10%. So we will say that customer is equally responsive to the price. Percentage change in demand and percentage change in price both remain same. So this is called, this kind of sensitivity is called unitary elastic. This is called unitary elastic demand. customer is equally sensitive to the price of the commodity. Equally sensitive, unitary elastic demand. All right. If in case of unitary elastic demand, when you will calculate the value of elasticity, you will find that answer will be 1. Suppose we will apply this formula to calculate elasticity. You don't have to write this down. You just have to understand this. Percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. We can calculate the elasticity applying this formula, right? So percentage change in price is 10%. Percentage change in price is 10%. Both are changing in equal rates, equal proportions. So answer will be 1. Because in this situation, whenever you calculate the value of elasticity, you will get the answer as 1. Therefore, we call it a situation of unitary elastic demand. Unitary basically means 1. So whenever elasticity demand is 1, we will call it unitary elastic demand. When demand and price both are changing in equal proportion. But there is a different customer. When price of the commodity changes by 10%, this customer increases his demand, changes his demand by 30%. He basically react 3 times to the change in price. When price declined by 10%, his demand increases by 30%. When price of the commodity increases by 10%, demand of the customer decreases by 30%. So demand is more responsive to the price. Demand is, in fact, in this case, is 3 times responsive to the price. This situation is basically called greater than unitary elastic demand. Greater than unitary elastic demand. And why are we calling this greater than unitary elastic demand? Because whenever you will calculate the value of elasticity in such a situation, you will always get the answer greater than 1. Let's calculate elasticity of demand equals to, the formula is percentage change in quantity. So in this case, we have percentage change in quantity is 30% and percentage change in price is 10%. So when you will calculate this, you will get the answer as 3. So 3 is obviously greater than 1 now. Hence, we will call it greater than unitary elastic. Okay, everyone. Now, there can be one more customer. Suppose when price of the commodity changes by 10%, his demand only changed by 5%. That means he is reacting less as compared to the price. Whenever there is change in price, proportionate change in demand is less than the percentage change in price of the commodity. Price is changing by 10%, but demand is changing by only 5%, or any number less than the 10%. Let's say price is changing by only 8% or by 3% or by 7%, 4%. This basically means that demand is not changing in equal proportion as equal to the price. So this is basically called less than unitary elastic demand. This situation is called less than unitary elastic demand. So basically, demand of the customer can be categorized into 5 different parts. Till now, we have covered 3 categories. A customer can be equally sensitive to the price, that is called unitary elastic demand. A customer can be highly sensitive to the price, that is his demand changes more as compared to the price. This is called greater than unitary elastic demand. Then we have a customer whose demand changes less as compared to the change in price. This is called less than unitary elastic demand. And when you will calculate the value of elasticity in such a case, you will always get answer less than 1. 8% change in demand due to 10% change in price. Then we have this answer 0.8. All right. So this is called less than unitary elastic demand. Now there is a 4th variety of customer. Suppose this customer, let's name it A. When price changes by any percentage, let's say 10%, his demand does not change. Demand does not change. There is no effect on demand of the commodity when price of the commodity changes. We will call it what? We will call it perfectly inelastic demand. There is no change in demand of the commodity due to change in price of the price of the commodity. 0% change in demand due to 10% change in price. So you will get the answer 0. Any 0 divided by any number will be 0, right? So this situation is called perfectly inelastic. Perfectly inelastic basically means customer is not responding to the change in price. Perfectly inelastic. That is, customer is basically not affected by change in price of the commodity. Either price increases or decreases, customer keep on buying the same number of quantity as he was earlier purchasing. There is no change in demand of the commodity. Suppose at rupees 10, customer was buying 100 units of the commodity, and when price increases by 20%, suppose price rises to 12, but still consumer is purchasing 100 units. That means even due to 20% rise in price of the commodity, demand of the customer is not changing. This is called demand of the customer is perfectly inelastic. And similarly, in the last case, let's assume we are talking about customer B, and suppose there is no change in price of the commodity this time. Price of the commodity changes by 0%. There is no change in price of the commodity. Price was initially 10, and after that it also remained same 10, but quantity demanded changes. Demand is changing by 10% or any percentage, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Basically there is no change in price, but demand is changing. This kind of situation is called perfectly elastic demand. This is called perfectly elastic demand. And what will be the value of elasticity in such a situation? You will calculate elasticity as percentage change in quantity is 10% this time, and we have 0% change in price. So any number divided by 0 will be infinity. Is it clear, everyone? So basically there are 5 types of elasticity. 5 types of elasticity basically mean customer can react to change in price in 5 different forms. 5 different there can be 5 different type of reaction. First is customer changes his demand exactly in equal proportion to the change in price, or this situation is basically called unitary elastic demand. And there is second situation that demand is changing by the proportionate change in demand is more than the proportionate change in price. This is called greater than unitary elastic demand. And there is a third situation when proportionate change in demand is less than the proportionate change in price of the commodity. This is called less than unitary elastic demand. Then we have fourth kind where demand, there is no change in demand of the commodity even when prices are changing. This is called customer is not responding to the change in price. This is called perfectly inelastic demand. And last situation is that price is not changing this time, but demand is changing. This is called perfectly elastic demand. So tell me, everyone, Samiksha, Steve, and Peer, is it clear to all of you? There are 5 degrees of elasticity. Is it clear to everyone? Peer,
Yes,
Samiksha,
sir.
Peer, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Peer, is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so basically, till now we were basically discussing the elasticity of demand, and in elasticity of demand we have covered that there are elasticity basically shows the sensitivity of customer with respect to income, price, and price of the related good. When customer is responding due to when basically customer is changing his demand due to change in price, this is called price elasticity of demand. And when demand is changing due to income, this is called income elasticity of demand. And demand is changing due to price of related good, we will call it cross elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand can be calculated by applying the formula, which is called proportionate method or percentage method or flux method, which can be written as percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in demand, or else it can also be written as delta Q upon delta P into P by Q. Then I have told you that proportionate method is also called flux method. All right. And after that, we were discussing that there are 5 categories of elasticity. Customer sensitivity to the price can be categorized into 5 different parts. First was unitary, then greater than unitary, then less than unitary, then perfectly inelastic, and after that perfectly elastic. Okay, so let's note this down. Unitary elastic demand. Please write this. When percentage change in demand of commodity is equal to the percentage change in price of commodity. It is known as unitary elastic demand. Example, price of the commodity, and this is quantity of commodity. Price is, let's say price was 20 rupees and quantity was 400 units. Now price has declined to, price has increased to 28 rupees per unit, and demand has declined by, just a minute, $240. Okay. So in this case, when you will calculate the elasticity of demand, you will find that percentage change in demand is 40%. Demand is changing by 40%. Price is also changing by 40%. Both are changing in equal proportion. Hence, answer will be 1 in this case. So unitary elastic demand basically shows that demand percentage change in demand is equal to the percentage change in price. Please write this down, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Done, everyone? Peer and
Done, sir.
Steve. Okay. Now let's make a diagram based on this. Suppose let's indicate basically unitary elastic demand on diagram. So say, suppose this is price of the commodity and this is quantity of commodity in units. So initially, let's assume this was the price. Price was at P price, and quantity was, let's assume it was Q quantity. Okay. Now price is, in this case, in our example, price increases by 20%. So let's assume this is 20% increase in price. Price rises to 20 P1 and quantity declined by 20%. So let's assume this is 20% change in quantity. This quantity change, percentage change in price. So see, this is the change in price and this is the change in quantity. I'm assuming that both are equal. So we will make a diagram which will be something like this. This will be a linear diagram. And on this diagram, when you will calculate the elasticity, you will find that elasticity is equals to 1. So this change in quantity, and this is change in price. Both are, I'm assuming that both are equal. All right. So this is called unitary elastic demand. Now there is a different type also, which is called greater than unitary elastic demand. Greater than unitary elastic demand. There will be a little change in the definition. What we will be writing in definition this time, we will be writing as percentage change in demand of commodity. In place of equal, we will write percentage change in, when percentage change in demand of commodity is more than percentage change in price of commodity, it is known as greater than unitary elastic demand, right? So definition will be almost same, just we will write it as when percentage change in quantity demanded is more than the, more than what? More than the percentage change in price of the good, then it is known as greater than unitary elastic demand. Unitary elastic demand. Greater than unitary elastic demand is also called highly elastic demand. So you can also write it here, highly elastic demand. When demand is changing more as compared to the change in price, then we will call it highly elastic demand or greater than unitary elastic demand. How can we indicate this on the schedule? We can indicate it like this: price and demand of commodity. So let's assume price was 10 rupees earlier and demand was 50 units. All right, now demand is changing by 20% only. Let's say demand declined to 8 rupees per unit. Price declined by 2 rupees. Price declined to 8 rupees per unit, and demand increases by let's assume 40%. So 40% of the 50 will be 20. So it rises to 70. Now we will calculate elasticity of demand. You will find that percentage change in demand here is 40%. From 50 to 70, demand goes from 50 to 70. That means demand increases by 40%, right? And the price of the commodity decreases by 20%. So just due to 20% decrease in price, demand increases by 40%. This means that elasticity is greater than 1, sorry. Elasticity in this case will be 2. Hence, this is called greater than unitary elastic demand. Please note this down.
Yes, sir.
Now, how we will draw the formula for draw the diagram for this? In case of this, we will make a y-axis and x-axis. On a y-axis, we will be showing price of the commodity, and on the x-axis, we will be showing quantity of the commodity. Okay. Now, price of the commodity. Let's suppose earlier price was P and quantity was Q. So at this price, this much of quantity was demanded earlier. Now price is changing. Price is decreased by 20%. Let's assume price comes down to P1 from P. Now because of decrease in price, demand is changing more than the change in price of the commodity. Okay, so see, the price is changing by only this much change in price, but demand is changing by this much. So obviously there is more change in demand of the commodity as a result of change in price of the commodity. So when demand of the commodity changes more as compared to the change in price of the commodity, we will call it greater than unitary elastic or highly
Greater than
elastic demand.
unitary.
And you will notice that this time demand curve will be more flatter as compared to the earlier demand curve. Earlier demand curve was much steeper. Steeper, what does the steeper basically mean? Steeper means demand curve was earlier like this. It was more steeper. Now this demand curve seems to be more flatter. This is more flatter, right? And listen to me carefully. Higher will be the elasticity of demand, as flatter the demand curve, higher will be the elasticity of demand. And steeper the demand curve, lower will be the elasticity of demand. So see, in the previous example, elasticity of demand was just 1, right? Elasticity of demand, in this case elasticity was 1, and we have the steeper demand curve like this. All right, but in this case we have elasticity greater than 1. That is, in this case we have the elasticity, value of elasticity was 2, and you can see that we have this demand curve. This is flatter demand curve as compared to this demand curve, right? So as the flatness of the demand curve increases, degree of elasticity increases, and as the steepness increases, degree of elasticity decreases. Flatter the demand curve, higher will be the degree of elasticity. Steeper the demand curve, lower will be the degree of elasticity. All right, is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will cover the other cases in the next class. I think let's stop this session at this point only. We will be covering the other topics regarding the concept of elasticity in the next class. All right, everyone. Samiksha, Steve.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and Mazen, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Mazen, there is an issue.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I'm not feeling well. I have a fever. Actually, I'm still taking the
Oh,
class, but
okay, sir.
I think I won't be able to take more class for
Okay.
one more hour. So
No problem.
let's skip today's class. Inshallah, I'll continue from tomorrow onwards.
Okay,
And
sir.
I hope let's schedule an extra class on Friday if you people are comfortable.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
can
Okay.
arrange
Yes,
an
sir.
extra class on Friday.
Sir, on
Right now,
Saturday,
I'm not
is
feeling
it
very
possible?
comfortable, so I think we should stop.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
Mazen.
No problem.
Mazen.
Okay, sir. No problem, sir.
All right. So don't worry. We will do the extra class on Friday, and I'll try that. I'll give you more time. We will take the session for around 1.5 hours, so that major proportion
Okay.
of the accounts can be covered. All right.
No problem. No problem, sir.
Thank you, all of you.
Take care, sir.
Thank you
Okay.
for
Thank you,
allowing
sir.
me. All right.
sir. Get
Thank
well
you.
soon.
Thank you.